Today on Focal Point, we will be talking about April Fools at CCP, a skit on a guy trying to catch an elevator, and we will interview students at the college about this holiday. Stay with us. Hello, I'm Andres Copes.
And I'm Maria Dolores. Welcome to Focal Point, the magazine show about the Community College of Philadelphia on CCP TV, the 3-time Emmy-nominated educational channel of Community College of Philadelphia.
Say, Maria, do you know it's April Fools?
Yes, I do. Sometimes I don't like it because some jokes are way out of pocket.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about that sort of stuff. This is the time where we can play jokes and have fun. So let's take a look at our first segment about personal experiences of CCP students and their April Fools. Shall we?
Yes.
We wanted to ask you about, April Fool's Day.
Okay.
Is that a holiday that you're a fan of, or is that a holiday that you're fond of? Do you think it's unnecessary? What are your thoughts on April Fool's Day?
I really don't give it no thought. I believe that exactly what it is. I believe I think it's foolish because I don't believe in anything that's made up. I see no benefit in it. That's why I don't believe in it. But, to each his own. I mean, I'm not knocking it. It's like I said, I don't see no benefit in April Fool's Day. That's just my opinion. That's all.
I feel like it doesn't really need to be.
I don't really, being 18, I don't really take part in April Fool's that much. But when I was younger, it was, I'd say probably one of my favorite holidays. Besides Christmas and probably 4th of July, only because it was in the summertime, I'd say April Fool's is probably my favorite because I used to be real playful, you could say, when I was younger. So I used to love playing pranks with people.
I think it's a good time of year to really nag people's nerves. There's certain things about April Fools in which you can test someone's ability to believe you and forget about the day of the month, because when April Fools comes around, people forget that it's the first day of April. So if something happens, they don't know that it's the first day of April. So it's a good time to nag somebody.
So it's the most memorable April Fool's incident that I've ever incurred my entire life.
I took one of my grandma's red socks and washed his white clothes twice with the red sock to make sure that it was pink, definitely. And then I didn't say nothing, I just left it at that. And so when he went downstairs and checked the washing machine and saw all his white clothes and then the one red sock, he was confused because, he put his clothes in the washing machine and he didn't remember the red sock being there. And so he went and asked my grandma, how does it get in here? And then he looked at me and I know I did it. So I couldn't help but smile and laugh. I couldn't keep a straight face, so I was just April Fool's.
I had this cat when I was younger called Letitia. She was a stray cat, so I picked her up off the street. My brother, he played and made it seem like we lost her, and she had possibly got ran over by a car because there was a dead cat carcass in the street. So she didn't have any collar or anything to recognize her, but her fur pattern was pretty recognizable. So he told me that, oh bro, Letitia's dead. She got ran over by a car. I ran outside. I didn't pick up the cat carcass, but I checked it. A little bit of tear came out, but then I realized that wasn't my cat, so I was like, what's today's date? You got me.
My sister, she replaced my toothpaste with soap.
In North Philly, so pranks is played all day, every day.
Yeah.
So somebody did pull a prank on me on April Fool's Day, they just remind me that how foolish they are.
I get downstairs and people at the front desk hey, why are you coming to the front desk? Nobody's here for you. I'm like, well, my mom just told me that she's coming to get me, she was here to come get me early. It was we don't have no call for you. I checked down back at my phone and there's a giant April Fool's in all caps on my phone. And so now I'm sitting here wow. I just walked out of class with all my stuff thinking I was about to go home early and it was a joke. So for me, that was the worst because I was really looking forward to leaving. And then everybody was looking at me you was just the same one talking about, oh, I'm out, and now you still back in here class learning with us. So I was kind of salty. So for me, that was probably the worst prank ever played on me at April Fools.
Don't try this at home. Dang, that's some weird, mean stuff. See, Maria, but they seem to have some sort of fun, I would say.
Yes, Andreas, I guess you can say that. You're right, sometimes it can be fun.
Please promise me not to freak out and stay calm, but there actually is a giant rat just
what?
right behind
No,
you. Oh my god,
stop.
it's coming closer.
No.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. April. That's what the German people say in that situation.
That wasn't funny. I didn't like it.
I thought it was pretty funny, but yeah.
And it wasn't. No.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's just watch the next segment and we can talk about that later.
Yeah, we
All
should.
right.
That was pretty funny. I usually call my left with the app.
I got that. Pretty smart, pretty funny. I get fascinated when others talk about their personal experiences on April Fools. Maria, is April Fools a thing in Ecuador?
Yes, it is. We celebrated after New Year's Eve, and it's called Dia de los Inocentes. Well, Andres, should we go to our next clip?
Sure, yeah.
How do I feel about the upcoming holiday on April Fools?
I think it's pretty cool because, you know, people get to laugh and joke around.
I'm not really excited about it, you know. I'm just like, it's just a regular day.
I feel it's gonna be very fun. I'm gonna prank a lot of people. That's just what I do. You know, I prank so many people. They hate me.
Birthday, April, spring, stuff like that. Yeah, why not? Why not prank somebody? So I like it. I enjoy it. I think it's very exciting.
I think it's a fun holiday because it gives people with a sense of humor a chance to, you know, like express themselves and like have a little bit of fun.
One funny April Fool's story I have is...
So my mom got pranked on her. Her sister had lived in South Carolina, and her sister called and had a police on the phone like, oh, she's about to go to jail, this, that, and the third. So my mom, that's when we had lived in North Carolina, so my mom was ready to get in a car and go to South Carolina. So we drove all the way to South Carolina just for her to say, oh, April Fools, it was a joke. And my mom was so mad because she wasted gas to go to South Carolina when it was a joke.
I don't do jokes. I'm a bad jokester, but I have pranks that have been pranked on me before, and I'm like so easy to get. I'm so gullible.
Yeah, I remember my mom pranked me that she was pregnant. And, you know, I am the last kid, and I was like, I don't want no younger brothers.
I'm more like the jokester type, but I'm not more like the prankster types. But, you know, I do see like a lot of pranks going around everywhere. But I personally don't really do pranks like that.
Is there a limit on how far April Fools can go?
Depends on like how far you go. Like if you're doing stuff like something that could be like harmful, I feel like you should stop at a certain limit. But if you're just joking around, then it's cool.
I mean, it depends on like whether or not you're going like outside the law, or if you're hurting somebody, or if you're like causing like real damage.
Yeah, definitely. Because I feel like people like go above and beyond just to prank somebody, and it'll get them in like legal trouble. Like especially like YouTubers nowadays.
Yes, I especially do think jokes can go too far, especially gender jokes. They're just not funny to me because people are who they are.
Yeah, for sure. Because we don't have the same, we are not the same. Like, let's say something might be funny for me, but it might not be funny for you.
That was amazing. Well, that's all we have time for today. You have been watching Focal Point, the magazine show about the Community College of Philadelphia on CCP TV, the 3-time Emmy-nominated educational channel of Community College of Philadelphia. I'm Maria Dolores.
And I'm Andreas Kopes. We are both students here at the college, and this production of Focal Point is produced completely by students in the digital video production curriculum here at CCP.
See you next time.
Bye.